Alright, hey everybody. We're back for another, uh, another Super Santa Kicker. Alright, now as you can see here, I've already completed level 11 through 15. However, um, I had to stop filming that for some reason. Yeah, my computer crashed, so I had to try again. So here's what I'm doing. I already beat these levels, so I know what to do. A friend told me how to beat level 11. So now, as long as I find the best shot on level 12, thanks to these, I think they're new diagonal trampolines. And they appear to point Santa in the direction that, yes. Alright. Now this part I remember, because, well, yeah, that's not gonna work. Let's try this faster. Maybe I can try to shake it out with Santa. Now this level gave me some troubles when I first played it. Of course. However, I know that it can be done, of course, so, now all I need to find out is the exact angle for me to get Santa up the chutes and into the chimney with Old Saint Nick. I swear every time I see Santa use one of these, I can almost see his limbs disconnecting. That's kind of weird. Point too far down. I don't know if the camera caught that, but there was one frame that Santa froze on, and he looked absolutely concerned. Not far enough. Wait, so I did it. But then Santa went up here instead of... I hate how this crosshair doesn't quite follow my mouse. Oh look, I got another Santa in there. Alright, now this level gave me a lot of troubles the first and second time I played it. So, what I need to do here is... hope the family that lives in this house enjoys their new, metal girder. Alright, now this level... I almost got stuck on this one until I remembered, don't... Move it up. Move it up a little bit more. I sound like a barber. And would you like me to pump up the chair? No, no. Alright. Now this is where I got stuck. Now, my first playthrough of this was in class, and to say I was almost caught was an understatement. I was not caught, by the way. Was the gambit of the century. Now, get Santa in there? Chances are we can. Oh, hey, that wasn't too bad. Oh, right, it's the... Good to know we can use a hydraulic press on Santa. I see what the snowball, I think, is here for. Or it's a giant golf ball. It's probably both. It's to slow down Santa from directly... And, speaking of Santa, the same friend that, that AI is apparently referring to me as... I mean, that is the friend that AI is referring to as my executive producer, told me that one of what was it? You know, I'm gonna see how many Santas I can get in this, up this chimney before I can, because, there we go. I think that was 3 Santas here. Oh, here are the ice blocks. I knew those were too cloudy to be actual ice blocks, and, I don't know why I find that funny. It was tragic. I remember playing this part very, the ice is actually slippery, so that's an improvement. It's stuck. Alright, let's try that again. Next up, I become mayor of Quahog. Do you think I have what do I got what it takes? Right. I think these 3 Santas here will help me bridge the gap into... Yeah! Alright. I don't know how to beat this one, so I think if I can just figure out what to do right, it could go good. I don't though, so there's... that's great. Do I have to catapult Santa? I think I have to use the Santa-pult on this one. Or if I just time it correctly, I could get it in there. But I'm not gonna. Because I've admittedly bad reflexes. Alright! Now, push it. Am I just gonna have to start stacking? Yeah, because that doesn't... I think I see what I have to do. If I stack Santas over here, eventually the wooden board and the crates won't be able to support the weight anymore. And all the Santas will just go flooding in. Ho, 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 ho! so only one Santa over here then? Because I think the crates can go down the chimney. It's just a very specific angle that I could not match. So, yeah, so it can slip down there. It just shouldn't. Can I get... Could I still make a Suez Canal joke? I swear, due to the way that I'm having to use my cursor, it makes me accidentally try to pull that up instead of actually clicking. So, more Santa stacking up here, or would it be an inopportune time to say your sacrifice was in vain, Santa? Because they're all falling down, and... Let's start. Alright, now. Mustard. Looking back, I think Santa did invade a playground. I think I can safely... Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, I can see him slipping in there. I think... Houston, we may or may not have a problem. Okay, do these gears actually do anything? Are they attached to this candy cane barber pole looking thing over here? Or... Because... I actually don't know if the candy cane pole is moving or if I'm not trying hard enough. I actually don't know when to stop for this one because I'm very eager to continue on after this level. Because I stopped about here last time, and by here last time, I of course mean I stopped at level 11, but I'm now at level 22, so Is it really that different? Right, I can see the crate over there moving. But how? How am I going to get all the Santas over here? I wonder what this game was even made in. You know, that doesn't matter. Triple Santa. I think this will be the last time I'm referring to the class playthrough, because this is as far as I got. So basically, I stopped not only because, well, it got too hard to handle, but also it was almost time to leave. And just a weird little anecdote. Alright, now. Hey, that wasn't too bad. What is this? Still gonna play through it, because, well, how can you expect anything to change? But, no, seriously, how do you do it? Because, sure, I moved the ball back, but... Oh, I see. Yeah, see what I mean? This sounds like a snare drum. Oh. Come on. Come on, stop. Move faster, Santa. Alright, you know what? Am I gonna have to get another Santa up in there? I probably will. And nope. This level doesn't seem too hard. And it probably isn't. It's just very hard to get, because the ice slows your movement in a way. Yeah. I'm probably gonna end up flooding this Donkey Kong first level looking thing as a result of the first Santa getting stuck. But but I don't think this level's inherently hard. I'm probably just doing it wrong. But yeah. Um Would it be appropriate to say fire in a hole when I eventually beat this level? Because, there is no fire. What I have to say, ice on the hole. Ice in the hole. Yeah, you can see here I'm spawning too many Santas, so the ones at the front are slowly over time getting deleted. And slide on in. Another triple Santa, okay. I'm gonna have to hold this open. Alright, what do I even say here? It's very hard to get a Santa up the gap before it closes, so... But I don't quite want to stop, so... I just keep shoving them in there before they eventually fall back and hit another Santa that is on its way. Yes! Alright. I think I'll play until level 30 today. And then save level 30 onward for tomorrow. That was almost neat, but no Santa. The Santa that ended up climbing down the stairs reminded me of those soft body simulations that I saw a lot. How are you even supposed to beat this one? Alright, so, judging by what I can see, there is a seesaw. A seesaw next to this blank cube thing. That... Whoa. The Santa Massacre of 26. Alright, so if I only get one Santa over here, over on this end, it will fall off. However, if I get one Santa over here, all the Santas will eventually drain into the left, onto the left area of the trampoline. This is a seesaw. Or now if I can Santa propulsion. Almost. Yes! Alright. And great, there's a plane flying overhead. I actually don't know what to do on this one. Move the... Great, so they can just go down here. Look, a double Santa. And then more seesaws, naturally. Now to get the right momentum for... Alright, let's try that again. I think I'm gonna wrap it up after this one. Oh. Alright, if you can look closely to the... This music is very Christmassy, actually. You know, I feel like I've been neglecting to talk about this the entire game, but, how does the reindeer have grass on the sled? Also, why isn't Santa wearing gloves? Usually when you see Santa depicted in this jolly big red manner, I guess, it's with gloves, because it's cold. You know what, I think I will stop here. Alright, so how many more levels do we have? 6. Alright, that's great. Great timing.